Good evening and welcome. You're watching the Newshour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. We are fairly used to the sight of corruption in politics by now. But even then, even by the really low standards that we've set for ourselves, the kind of haul that we have seen from the house of Partha Chatterjee's close aide in West Bengal is mind-boggling. So far, hard cash to the tune of 50 crore rupees has been found from the various houses of Arpita Mukherjee. In addition to that, gold worth 4.31 crore rupees has been found. What's amazing in this haul is the attention to detail. Presumably to keep track of the loot, because that must be a difficult task, all the 2,000 rupee notes were meticulously kept in bundles of 50 lakhs each, while the 500 rupee notes were kept in bundles of 20 lakhs each. The gold was stored in the following fashion. There were 3 gold bricks of 1 kg each, 6 kangans of 500 grams each. By the way, for perspective, that means that if you wore these 6 kangans at one time, you would literally be carrying a 3 kg dumbbell on your wrist. Well, anyway, in addition to all of that, there was also a gold pen with a P, the alphabet P embossed on it, and a gold frame. So this wasn't just about stashing away your ill-gotten wealth and gold and cash. It was also about taste. For the last 7 days, flat upon flat of Arpita Mukherjee has been raided and the riches continue to tumble out. But good friend Partha Chatterjee remained unscathed until today. Today, the Trinamool Congress, Partha Chatterjee's party, first took away all his ministries and then also suspended him from the party for good measure. Soon after, the Trinamool Congress took the moral high ground, throwing down the probity gauntlet for their opponents. The BJP though asked, Ali Baba is gone, when will the 40 chores follow suit?
আপনি আমাকে ভারতবর্ষে একটা রাজনৈতিক দল দেখান, একটা, যে 6 দিনের মধ্যে সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়েছে। আমরা চাই যাতে সুবিচার হোক, কিন্তু যারা যুক্ত এমনকি বিজেপির নেতারা তৎকালীন যারা তৃণমূলে ছিল এখন বিজেপিতে পালিয়েছে, তদন্ত শেষ হচ্ছে এবং আমরা অনুরোধ করব এই তদন্তকারী সংস্থাকে যে একটা নির্দিষ্ট সময়সীমার মধ্যে আপনারা তদন্তটা শেষ করুন। সারদা সুপ্রিম কোর্ট অর্ডার হয়েছে 9th May 2014, 9ই মে 2014। আজকে 8 বছর অতিক্রম করেছে, এখনো পর্যন্ত চার্জশিট ফাইনাল হয়নি, এখনো পর্যন্ত ট্রায়াল শুরু হয়নি। তার কারণ সবার মাথার উপর একটা সিবিআই ইডি কেস ঝুলিয়ে আছে, যে নির্বাচনের সময় যখন ইচ্ছা হবে তখন ডাকবো। কেন? তার মানে আপনারা চান না যে সারদায় যারা ইনভেস্ট করেছিল সেই টাকাটা তারা ফেরত পাক। আমরা তো বলছি তৃণমূলের যারা যদি অভিযুক্ত থাকে, এই কাণ্ডে যদি কেউ যুক্ত থাকে তার শাস্তি হোক। দল এই ঘটনাকে সমর্থন করে না, কিন্তু যদি কেউ ভাবে যে আমি ওয়াশিং মেশিনে ঢুকে সাধু হয়ে যাব, সেটাও আমরা ইডির জ্ঞাতার্থে আনতে চাইছি এবং আশা করব এই তদন্তকারী সংস্থাগুলো নিরপেক্ষ হয়ে কাজ করবে।
So has the TMC now blunted all criticism directed at it by suspending Partha the party man and then sacking Partha the mantri. Does the buck stop at Partha and his friends alone? Because remember, right now details are coming out that in another diary that has been recovered by members of the Enforcement Directorate, it's not just Arpita Mukherjee. There are 4 other ladies who are also under the scanner, their houses, their relatives' houses, and also an IS officer. Was the cash haul, the cash stash limited to Partha and friends? Or if the cash was with Partha and aide, who else was also paid?
देखिए, जितना बड़ा रकम रुपया मरम्मत हुआ, ये अकेला पार्थो चैटर्जी और अर्पिता का नहीं हो सकता। इसमें तृणमूल का साजिश है, इस रुपया में तृणमूल का रुपया है और भी ठीक ढंग से छानबीन होगा तो 50 करोड़ रुपया क्या 1000 करोड़ से ज्यादा रुपया इन लोग छुपा के रखा। पार्थो मुख खोल देगा तो बहुत बड़ा बड़ा हस्ती फंस जाएंगे, और पार्थो मुख खोलेंगे तो अभी तो मेमो में सिर्फ नाम आया चीफ मिनिस्टर का, इसके बाद असली जगह में नाम आ जाएगा।
देखिए, पार्थो चट्टोपाध्याय को हटाया गया है सिर्फ बलि का बकरा बनाने के लिए। 2 दिन पहले बोल रहे थे पार्थो चट्टोपाध्याय इन्वॉल्व नहीं है। 5 बजे का मीटिंग था, उस मीटिंग में डिसीजन होना था। अभिषेक बनर्जी क्रेडिट लेना चाहता था, तो ये प्रीमेच्योर डिलीवरी जैसा है, तो इससे काम नहीं आएगा। हिम्मत है तो पुलिस भेजिए, चेक कीजिए कितना संपत्ति है हमारे पास, और ममता बनर्जी के पास कितना संपत्ति है। एक बार चेक हो जाए, कंपटीशन हो जाए, सच का सच, दूध का दूध, दूध का पानी निकल जाए।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Arpita Banerjee, political analyst, joins us along with Professor Monojit Mondal, spokesperson of Trinamool Congress. But the first question today is to MP and national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Aprajita Sarangi. Partha Chatterjee has been sacked. The Trinamool Congress says now you have no ground to protest.
A very good evening. Whatever has happened is very unfortunate, and we knew it was coming. The only one who did not accept it was Mamata Banerjee and her team. Now, 5 days, for full 5 days, they had their heads buried inside the sand. And what they were all doing. Every TV channel we went to, wherever we had discussion with them, the only thing that the TMC leaders could say was, ED is after us, CBI is after us, and the BJP is responsible. ED is harassing us. Now I think today they are speechless. See, there was so much of noise, so much of uproar, so much of disturbance, and so much of discontentment created across the nation by this huge scam that Mamata Banerjee had to hear, and ultimately they responded today. But then I think, even after doing this, I don't think she can absolve herself of the responsibility. Now, the fact remains that in November 2021, the Honorable High Court of Calcutta had actually asked the CBI to get into the whole thing.
So wait a second, ma'am. Just a second. Let me just take the initial reaction of Professor Monojit Mondal, because he certainly is not silenced. It's the shock and awe and anger and outrage which has forced the hand of the Trinamool Congress. Professor Mondal.
We have been telling this for the last 5-6 days. Just wait for the right time to come. And our National Secretary, Mr. Abhishek Banerjee, made it amply clear that on 23rd itself, the disciplinary committee sat and understood the whole situation, just waiting for the nod from the Supremo. You could understand that. We walk the talk. Now it's time for the BJP to walk the talk. I have been taking the names charged of the same kind of cases. Shubhendu Adhikari, they said that he is guilty. They had that televised show from their party office in 2016. Nitish Pramanik, we expelled him from the party. Mr. Amit Shah lapped him up. 2019, made him his deputy, charged of murder, dacoity. In fact, he also looted a gold jewelry shop. Nitish Pramanik, look at the cases.
What
dacoity,
year?
Sexual harassment.
What year?
Then go towards
what year did he do all these heinous crimes? And when did you supposedly expel him, sir?
Sharada.
No.
Sharada.
Since you are aware in retrospect of all his heinous crimes and his rap sheet, when did Nishit Pramanik do all these heinous acts, and when did you act against him?
He did it. He did it between 2013 and 2018. We filed the cases against him.
And when did you expel him?
Please check the records. They are in the affidavit. He is a member of parliament.
When did you expel him?
2018 he was expelled, and 2019 he joined the BJP. Why did you expel him, matlab?
When did you expel him?
What is the question?
When did you expel him? Which year?
2018.
But 2013 he was looting shops. Why did you wait for 5 years to expel him?
There has to be some proof.
Right.
There has to be some proof. Now what you are doing? You are asking the questions very legitimately. Now what you are doing? Why is he made the Home Minister? What does it suggest? He is absolved of all the charges?
Okay.
Now, if you want to smile of this,
I always smile, sir. You also smile. Let's all have a pleasant conversation.
I am also smiling.
Great.
People can understand. I am having pleasant conversation, Madam Padmaja.
Yes.
But you can't. You have been trying this for your base. You means not you. Some part of the media. You have been very fair to Mamata. I thank you for that. Some part of the media for the last 4 years, people of Bengal replied in 2021. I do not need to take.
Okay, so before we get into the endless cycle of whataboutery of other people, just out of curiosity,
made by the people.
When you say that today is the right day, why was today the right day? Because suddenly you could not ignore the fact that there is 58 crores worth of ornaments, watches, cash, gold bars, kangans that are being found.
Did not hear
Is that the reason why today, finally, it was the right time?
Because
why today?
Why
not 5 days ago?
Because, no, madam, because of your I'll answer. Because of your profound sense of what is whataboutery, if I put out facts that become whataboutery, because of that profound sense of whataboutery or the definition of whataboutery, you did not listen to me. This meeting was scheduled on 23rd itself, that the disciplinary committee will sit on this particular day, that is 28th of July at 5 p.m. The time was not given, but date was decided among the disciplinary members. So that's for you to correct.
The funny thing though is that even today when the chief minister spoke about Partha Chatterjee, she didn't actually say that he is guilty. You know what she said? She said, Professor Monojit Mondal, I have removed Partha as minister. My party has taken strict action, but there is many planning that has gone behind it. I don't want to go into the details. So even today, there is no admission of culpability or of guilt. Even today, the CM said many planning has gone behind it. Who is planning? The proof is there, the cash is there, the gold is there. And by the way, this could well be the tip of the iceberg, because even as we speak, the in-laws of Miss Arpita Mukherjee are being raided. So 4 flats have been raided, 2 flats have been sealed, and this is the tip of the iceberg. Even today, are you conceding that Partha Chatterjee is a scamster who was running the scam?
Can I answer, Madam Padmaja?
Yeah. Is Partha Chatterjee being admitted as a scamster?
Mamata was absolutely... Mamata Banerjee was absolutely constitutionally right, because this country does not run on kangaroo courts as always conducted by some of the TV studios, not yours. This is a very fair channel. The country doesn't run like a kangaroo court. No person is guilty unless proven by the law. It's just 6 days. To be fair to this man, we are saying that prove and punish this person. No person is guilty. Despite that, this man is not even charge sheeted. Despite that, look at the moral standing of the party that was built because of the Mamata's blood and toil and the blessings of the people. Thousands of people have given their supreme sacrifices to build Trinamool Congress, what it is today. Now it is led by Mamata Banerjee, ably assisted by Mr. Abhishek Banerjee.
Okay.
That's what consent is all about.
Okay, this is what morality is. There is no charge sheet, even Aprajita Sarangi. And the third most powerful man in the Trinamool Congress has been kicked out.
Of terrorism.
No charge sheet.
They are decorating your cabinet in the central government.
Okay, no charge sheet, and yet they have taken action. Aprajita Sarangi.
See, when such things happen and so many skeletons start tumbling out of the cupboard, I think the only thing that the spokespersons and the people of TMC would do would be showing aggression. And that's what I can see on the TV monitor today from the spokesperson of the TMC. I mean, he cannot do anything except showing his aggression, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. He knows that hundreds and thousands of crores have come
very
out.
old
We
code
are
of
all
practice.
well aware of that. We are heading
Come up
towards
with
that
something
hundreds
else,
and thousands
madam.
of crores. We are already more than 58 crore by now, which includes tons of jewelry. And also don't forget that there have been admit cards and there have been very serious documents related to the recruitment examination. And also there has been a girl, Ankita Mazumdar, who lost her job, and she happened to be the daughter of the minister who is still there. So the fact remains that in November 21, when the Calcutta High Court ordered the CBI, the whole thing started. And from 2021 till date, how come Madam Mamata Banerjee did not even start a departmental inquiry? I can fully appreciate the fact that, charge sheet has not been submitted and the inquiry is on. But then why didn't a departmental inquiry start by the state government? That's the question number one. Number two, Partha Chatterjee was the number 2 or number 3 in the state government hierarchy, in the political party hierarchy. The fact remains that Mamata Banerjee feigns that she did not know, she does not know. How come it's possible? And they are saying that we did not know this lady. We have seen that video of 2019 when Mamata Banerjee is praising this lady who is sitting with Partha Chatterjee.
Okay, so let me take that across. The first pertinent point that you have made, let me take that across to Anirban Banerjee. Why is it, we are talking about the last 5 days. Aprajita Sarangi points out this is not about the last 5 days. It is actually about 17 months, because in 2021 is when the complaint was filed and the Calcutta High Court had already taken cognizance. So why did you not take the moral high ground 17 months ago and say, we will tell the minister to step aside till the time this is being investigated?
And who is asking this question about moral high ground or propriety? The BJP? Mr. Ashish Mishra Teni, if I am getting the name right, he's still the minister, right?
Sir,
his son is
please
still in
don't
the jail.
deviate from
Let them be full of moral turpitude. Let's assume for the sake of argument that BJP is corrupt and full of turpitude. Since you have taken the moral high ground today, let us extend the argument of the moral high ground and say, where was the moral and the high ground 17 months ago when the first complaint was filed? Moral high ground is when I come to you and say, this is what is happening. And you say, all right, we are going to take cognizance and set aside. Not when your hand is forced and there is literally cash by the bundle stumbling out. Then when you take action, that's majboori, not moral. Anirban Banerjee.
Okay, when the TMC does it, it is corruption. When the BJP does it, it is social work. When the TMC does it, it is compulsion. And the thing the BJP doesn't do, that is politics. Where at least show some compulsion.
Focus on yourself, don't deviate from the central
at least
concern.
show some
You have to
compulsion
answer to the nation. You are in the dock right now.
Even if I consider,
You
why
just
are you
cannot
interrupting,
deviate
ma'am?
from the line that
Why
you are
are you
taking.
interrupting,
No.
ma'am?
Mr. Banerjee, this is
Is that
corruption
true?
whether the BJP does it or the TMC does
You are
it.
going astray.
Who is the BJP minister from whose house 58 crores has been recovered?
Right
Let's
now,
name
the
him or
nation is
her.
asking you a question.
They are also corrupt. They should also be jailed or
Who
sacked.
is the BJP minister whose son shot and mowed down farmers in Lakhimpur Kheri? What is the name of that BJP minister? Is he still
Padmaja,
in
they are
charge? Is
deviating
his son
from
still
the
in the
central
jail?
concern. They are
Is
not able to
Pragya Singh
answer your
Thakur a
question.
BJP
Sir,
MP?
again you are shifting goalposts. Again you are trying to engage in whataboutery. I'm asking a simple question. Let's establish one thing. Do you in principle today acknowledge that Partha Chatterjee was headlining a scam? He was heading a scam. Is that established today by the action? Is he a scamster?
What has been acknowledged by the Trinamool Congress is that the party is responsible to the people, not the charges of the opposition.
Why has action been taken against Partha Chatterjee? Is he a scamster?
Because the party is responsible to the people.
For what?
Because
For what?
For what? For propriety's sake.
For propriety.
For the sake of propriety.
So why did propriety demand that he be sacked? Because he's a scamster?
That is the reason. I'll tell you. That is the reason Honorable Chief Minister demanded a probe to be completed within 3 months.
Okay.
Let's
so
see
this
the BJP
propriety,
demand
right?
the same.
Where was this
Let's see
propriety
the BJP
17 months
demand the
ago?
same.
When the first complaint was filed, where was this propriety?
You are concerned about 6 days. How many
Not 6 days.
in the case of Lakhimpur?
1.5 years. Not 6 days,
Okay,
1.5 years.
Okay, fine. Okay,
What are you
okay.
saying?
1.5 years in
yourself?
this case. What about Naroda scam 8 years ago? Subhendu Adhikari is the tallest leader of the BJP in West Bengal today. How?
Again,
it is the same
deviating from the
BJP
path.
who pointed finger against
Please
him.
answer the
Did
question that the
did the
nation
BJP
wants to
not
know.
do that? Did the BJP not call him a scamster? Am I telling a wrong fact?
Well, until the time that he went to the BJP, even you didn't call him a scamster. Until the time that you were calling him up when he was having a meeting with Amit Shah, even you didn't call him a scamster. It's only after he joined the BJP, you woke up to the evils of Subhendu Adhikari and Nishit Pramanik. But just for the sake of understanding of people watching right now, today you're talking about how you are answerable to the people. Professor Mondal, is there today an understanding in the Trinamool Congress that Partha Chatterjee is henceforth not to be touched by your party because he carried out a scam? Is Partha Chatterjee a scamster?
It's a question of perception. Look at what the real good BJP
Perception.
did when Banerjee resigned.
It's not about perception.
Because of a
It
charge.
is about what we see.
Again,
When
he's
58 crores is recovered from your house, are you a scamster or not?
People's voice. I'll tell you.
Everything
Yes.
is visible.
58 crores recovered. You are seeing the money. Madam, can I speak?
Yes.
Or should I keep quiet?
No,
Because
please speak.
This is your show. Can I speak?
Yes, yes.
So you are saying just because this money was being shown and 25,000 crores looted by 3 people were not shown, they are not money? They invisibly change hands, online transfer. By the way, all these 3 persons, Bijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, Mehul Choksky, all were seen with the Prime Minister of this country.
Okay.
They're all
So
doing
we are still not going to pin down the fact whether you acknowledge today that Partha Chatterjee was carrying out a scam or not. If you are acknowledging that he was carrying out a scam, one must ask, where did he draw the power to perpetrate this scam?
This person has said.
Because he carried out this scam in his capacity of a minister,
That's what I'm
sir.
saying. Why?
He is not just some Joe Blow.
From why?
He is a minister.
From why
He was a
these 3
minister.
From why did these 3 people draw their powers? From why? Now he is no longer a minister. He is an individual capacity.
Well, because now he is in jail.
Corruption
Now he is dispensable because he is in jail. Because the people of the country can see what is being yielded by flat on flat.
That's the ED has to decide. But that's why I'm saying he is in jail. That's fine. But Subhendu Adhikari is not in jail. That's also fine for you, means the BJP.
Okay.
That's why he's in jail. It's fine. We are accountable. PM Care Fund. Nobody is accountable because we don't see
By the way,
money.
PM Care
We know
Fund
that
has
we have
gone to court,
contributed
but
money
again
today.
we're engaging in
All I'm
whataboutery.
saying again.
I'm going to thank you at this point. I'm going to thank you at this point.
So
But
facts for you become whatever tree.
But-
Facts for you become whatever tree. This is new meaning of whatever tree I have learned today. And thank you,
Aggression is
Madam
the only
Padmaja, for
answer
teaching me
of
this
TMC
word.
now.
Sir, it is not
Facts for you.
whataboutery.
Not aggression.
This is
Quiet,
clear
confident
evasion.
smile.
What we saw in the
Aggression is
last
part of
28
your
minutes has
narrative.
been clear evasion.
Aggression
But
is part
again,
of-
to put things in perspective for our viewers, 54.3 crore rupees yielded so far. What is 54.3 crore rupees? Let's give you context. It's 1/6 of West Bengal's allocation for housing in the year 2020-21. It is 1/8 of National Health Fund allocation to West Bengal by the centre in 2020-21. It is 1.4% of the entire allocation by West Bengal for SC, ST, OBC and minorities. And this is what has been found from 2 flats alone. The raids are still happening. This is just to put in context for you what one man supposedly did on his own. Could he have done it and nobody would have known? We leave it to your judgment. Thanks very much, both gentlemen, Aprajita Sarangi, for joining me.